Hey everybody. Woody and I would like to talk to you about the annual auction for Angels Animal Sanctuary. We have extended it again, so it will be ending on December 21st at, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I just want to go over some of the items. We only have 3 items so far that have actually met the reserve, so I just want to go over the items with you, show you what we have on there. There's some really cool stuff, and encourage you to bid. I mean, share it with your friends, share it with your family. These will make fantastic Christmas gifts, or you can just get something for yourself. But let's go over those items because little guys like Woody are depending on the money to help with their feed and their veterinary care. We're up to over 80 animals on the sanctuary now. So we have a lot going on. We have shelters that need to be built. We have animals that need care. We're taking in new animals all the time. So this is one of the ways that we fund that is through our annual auction. And so far, as I said, we only have 3 items that have met the reserve. So let's go through those items and hopefully I will see you doing some bidding. Okay, so here is the page for the auction. And I will share the link with this video so you can see it. So let's start with services. We have a guy who he is a tattoo artist, and we have his pig on the property. So he donated some of his gift certificates to get tattoos. He's very talented. He has a couple locations, I believe in Edgewater and Orlando. We only have 1 bid on the $100 gift certificate so far, and it has not met the reserve yet. So we need some more bids to get that up to the reserve price. And we have no bids on the $250 gift certificate. So if you're interested in getting a tattoo, this is definitely a way to get one of these at a discounted price. So definitely check this out. And we do have some pictures of his work on there that you can view as well. We have an animal communication session. This is one that I believe has met the minimum. We have 3 bids on that so far. That's a phone session where you can speak with a professional who will help you figure out what may be going on with your animal and anything your animal wants to communicate to you. We also have 2 course bundles, and these are from my company, Holistic Animal Studies. Now, these bundles alone are over $2,000 normally. It includes, the canine one includes our canine massage certification course, along with our canine kinesiology taping and craniosacral therapy, and our animal neuromyofascial release technique. So actually that bundle itself, since it has the 4 courses, I believe that one's almost $4,000 for that bundle. We have no bids on it yet. So if somebody were to take this, the starting bid is $500. And I think it's slightly over that is what the reserve price is. So you can get it for a fraction of the cost. As I said, I believe that bundle is around $4,000. And this would allow somebody to start practicing as a canine massage therapist and include other modalities, like I mentioned, such as kinesiology taping, craniosacral therapy, and body alignment through our animal neuromyofascial release technique. So definitely a great way to start a new career with a very small investment. And our courses can be started anytime, and you can work at your own pace. They never expire, so you can take as long as you need to complete them. Most people take around, for this bundle, 6 months to a year to complete it, but if it takes you longer, that's not a problem. We have the same exact bundle for horses, and we do have 1 bid on that so far, but as I mentioned, that reserve has not been met yet, so we'll need another bid or 2 to reach that reserve. But definitely great opportunity here if anybody's interested in these courses to get them at a fraction of the cost. Let's move down to experiences. We have some really cool stuff here. Horseback riding on the beach. This one has met the reserve. It has 8 bids. But if you do want to do this with us, we go to St. Augustine Beach. It's a really fun time. We put you on one of our older seasoned horses who is really good on the beach. It is important though that you do know how to ride, because no matter how good in season the horse is, if you are not at least a moderate horseback rider, it can be pretty risky. So we do ask that you know how to ride. And also, since our horses are on the smaller side and a bit older, we do have a weight limit as well. But as I said, this one has met the reserve, but still room for bidding if you'd like to bid on it. Private Chef Soiree. This is pretty cool. I'm going to click on it so you can see what it is. Nobody's bid on it yet. I know the price seems kind of high, but this is them coming to your home, and they are going to it's going to be a 5-star restaurant experience in your house. They are going to cater to you. They are going to pick menus based on what you want. They'll go out and purchase the ingredients. They'll prep. They'll cook it. They will clean it up afterwards. So you basically don't have to do anything except for invite over your friends, and basically have a really great meal at your home. So we have not had any bids on this yet. If you do want to bid on it, it's something you could do just for friends and family, or also if you have a business, this would be a good way to do something with your employees. So let's go back to the experiences. We also have a social sunset tiki boat cruise. This goes out of New Smyrna Beach. It's a ton of fun. I've been on it several times. It's beautiful seeing the sunset. We do have 2 bids on it, up to $70. I'm not sure if that reserve's been met yet or not, but it's a great price for 2 people to go do this. You see dolphins jumping around you in the water. It's a really fun time. And we have 1 bid on the flying experience with my friend John. He's a flight instructor, and he's also been a lifelong pilot, and he flies a private jet for a living. He's a lot of fun, and this is a great experience. One of my friends won this last year, and they had a fantastic time. It was actually a Christmas gift from her spouse, so it was a great gift. She really enjoyed it, fun time. So if you're interested in flying in a smaller plane and getting some flight instruction, this is definitely a great opportunity. Again, they go out of they live in New Smyrna, but I think they go out of Edgewater with the plane. Art and collectibles. We have some of my books. So if you were interested, all of the books do have bids. I think one of them has met the reserve, and the other 2 need a couple more dollars added. But these are autographed copies, and I will autograph it however you want to. And it includes Creating Your Best Life, Tales of Wisdom, or The Forgotten Soldier. You can gift it, or you can keep it for yourself. As I said, I'll sign it to whoever you would like me to. Also, my very talented wife, Anita, is auctioning off a custom pet portrait. Now, the reserve has not been met on this one yet. It takes her a long time to do these. They're pretty good sized portraits. They're oil on canvas, and she puts a ton of time into them. So she needs to make it worth her time. So the reserve has not been met yet. If you do want to get this, her portraits start at $800, and that's for a pretty small one. The larger ones go up from there. So you could get it at a very discounted price, but we need a little bit more here to meet that reserve. And these are some examples of portraits that she's done. She's very, very talented. They look even better in person. So if somebody's interested in getting one of these, go ahead and place a bid, because as I mentioned, it has not met the reserve yet. Okay, now the fun part. We have some really cool vacations. Now, one of our volunteers bid on, all right, Woodford's doing something funny here. One of our volunteers bid on a vacation last year that she won, and it was to Italy, and she had a great time. And she also said that the company was very easy to work with. She said it was an amazing experience. So if you're hesitant at all about these vacations, I can put you in touch with Beverly, and you can talk to her about her experience. They're good prices, but the way that these work is these are not donated to us. We actually have to pay for them. We get a little bit of a discount because we're a nonprofit, because this company caters to nonprofits. But where we start the bid at is what we have to pay for the trip. And then anything over that is profit for the sanctuary. So that's why we have the starting bids starting high, because as I mentioned, that's what we have to pay for it. So even though it might look like you're donating a lot of money to the sanctuary when you make your bid, we have to pay that to the company. So we don't make as much. I mean, unless we get some good bidding going on these. But like I said, they are really fantastic trips. The dates are flexible. The amount of people you can bring, I believe, is flexible. And they're very easy to work with. So far on the Spain trip, we do not have anybody, no bids yet. But if you've never been to Spain, it is absolutely beautiful there. It's one of my favorite places in Europe. Woody agrees. He says you should definitely go. And this is for 2 guests for 5 nights. Okay, Woodford, we get it. So definitely would be a very, very nice vacation. Um, if you want to bid on that, there are no bids yet. So definitely one that needs some bids. Now, our other 2 vacations, we do actually have some bids. I believe one of them has met the reserve and the other one. Okay, Woodford, we know you want to go on vacation. The other one is just short of the reserve. So for Hawaii, we only have one bid on it. Um, hey, I think this is the one that did meet the reserve. But again, you can always bid more. That's not a problem whatsoever. And Hawaii is beautiful for those who have not been there. Again, this one is for 2 guests for 7 nights. And I know Woody wants to go. So if you don't have anybody to travel with, Woodford says he will be your other guest. So he wouldn't mind going to Hawaii. And then we also have our Mexican. Yeah, he'll go to Mexico too. We have our Mexican oceanfront siesta. We have one bid on this one as well, but the reserve price has not been met yet. So we need another bid. Okay, Woody, to meet that reserve. And this one is 2 guests for 4 nights in Mexico. Show you some of the pictures. Definitely a beautiful resort as well. Woodford has a lot to say right now for some reason. Okay, last 2 items that we're going to look at is a private wellness retreat, and this is here at the sanctuary. Starting bid is $800. We do our private wellness retreat starting at 3,000. So 800 is a really good place to start with this, and I believe that's the reserve as well. And Woodford will he'll be your alarm clock, but you stay in our private guest house suite, and we basically will do whatever you want during that weekend. We have different things to choose from. We can do sound healing. We can do meditation, yoga, animal interactions. We also have some different therapies like cold laser therapy. We have cryotherapy, ozone therapy, different things like that if you want to incorporate that into it. And we make all the food for you. The food is included and it's all vegan meals. Sometimes vegetarian because sometimes we will use some of the eggs and stuff that we collect on the property. But yeah, it's great experience, and it can be for you or a guest can stay with you too in that room if you want there to be 2 of you. And yeah, it's a it's a beautiful, beautiful property for those who haven't been here and a very relaxing stay. And then lastly, we have a little gift set that one of our Mary Kay people donated. And did this one? No, the reserve hasn't been met on this one either. It's almost there. You just gotta bid a little bit more and then it's yours. But something if you're looking for a lower price item, this is something that you can bid on as well. So as I mentioned, we have a lot of items. Woody, what is the deal? That have not met the reserves yet. So if you want to make sure that you get that item, you know, let's keep bidding. Let's meet those reserve prices. And let's help us raise some money for the animals. And if you have any questions, me or Woodford are happy to answer them. Woody's very talkative right now for some reason. So have a great rest of your day and happy holidays.